Wait, we should have like our own intro for like the Six Flags show. Whatever it's called.
We should have an intro.
Six Flags show.
Like that old bald guy used to dance. I don't know if you remember that. It's way back in the day.
And we could have like a camera, and then it shows like a Six Flags sign. It's a Six Flags show.
Anywho, this is the Six Flags show. Six Flags is currently closed for the season. It'll be opening up March 20th. Hopefully we'll be there. Until then, we have to fill our Six Flags needs with something. So we have formed the Six Flags show. Today's topic is how we think they did with COVID, and should they continue with the policies after the COVID pandemic is over? What we think. So the first thing is, and I noticed this a lot at first, and then it seemed to get a little more lax as the year went on, cleaning and spraying the rides down all the time. I know at Mine Train they were like they were spraying it, running a cycle through. On the Boss, I think they were just wiping them down.
In my opinion, with like the Mine Train,
yeah,
it was like a good and a bad thing.
Well, it made the wait time a lot longer.
Yeah, that was like Mine Train. There was like about 4 other people in there.
Yeah, and
we had to wait like 5 or 10 minutes.
It did definitely add to the wait time.
Because then people would go on the ride, and another train would come, and then we have to spray that down, and then let that dry off.
I felt like they were doing a good job on some of the rides, but then other rides they weren't really cleaning anything. Were they wiping down like Spin Sanity and other of the flat ride? Like I don't remember seeing that. Like Justice League, were they wiping the things down? I mean, if they were,
Tsunami Soaker.
Yeah, I didn't notice a lot of cleaning as the season went on. But what do you think after COVID is over? Should they still be doing all this on like an hourly basis?
What do you mean by COVID is over? Like it's no longer.
Let's say we're clear. We're clear of COVID.
Like no one has it. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think they should spray and clean at least a couple times a day.
Yeah. Just in case.
Just a few times a day would be nice. I don't think they need to be constantly doing it, every cycle or every 20 minutes.
How about every 30 minutes or something?
Maybe I'd say every couple hours.
Yeah, and then they would spray it down.
Just spray it down, run through. I don't think that'd be a big deal. What about wearing masks? Once COVID is over, there's pretty much zero. We have wiped it out. No, we don't want to wear masks anymore.
No.
We're good.
Unless it's wintertime.
Yeah, they actually felt good in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But if you have a fever or you have a flu or cold, you shouldn't be going to Six Flags. But if you are, you better be wearing a mask. Hand sanitizer at the start and end of all the rides and just throughout the park. You think they should continue having all those available?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean, I'm sure it's not cheap. And I don't know how good the sanitizer is because it's really watery and it gets everywhere and it smells terrible. But I would be for keeping that. Why not? With all the little kids touching the rails and who knows what kind of stuff is breeding on those rails and the queue lines. Having that would make, I think, everybody feel better. Okay, this one is not controversial at all. When COVID is over, pandemic is wiped, should they continue with Hollow Fest?
No.
Or go back to Fright Fest?
Fright Fest, no. Hollow Fest.
We never want to see Hollow Fest again.
It's just
ever.
Some 3-year-old.
It was bad.
They don't even try to scare you.
No, it was bad.
They just try to make you laugh.
I know they went with a more family-friendly theme this year, and I understand trying something like that, but it didn't work. It was bad.
But
it was just awful.
It wasn't fun for the other people.
No, it was bad. And I think they could have done some more scarier haunted train or a socially distant, some kind of haunted trail or something. But let's never talk of Hollow Fest again. What about getting your temperature checked after the pandemic is over? Now, I would say there's no point in doing it, but I don't know how much they spend on this equipment and this tent. It only takes about 2 seconds to go through it. So if they were to continue it, I don't think I would be opposed to it because it really doesn't take any time at all.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
But I don't really think it's necessary.
Like, if it's over...
I don't really think it's even necessary now because... Just because you don't have a temperature, you still could be a transmitter of the disease, or vice versa. You could be... do you think that they should maintain the 6 feet social distance in the queue lines when the pandemic is over? I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Do you?
If it's over, like...
If it's over, I mean, I could go either way on this because... You know, especially in the summer, it's hot. You don't want people like right up on you, and you don't know, if they have a flu. Just because it's not COVID, it could still be a flu or something. If
the coronavirus or the cough or something like that ends, I think for like a couple of weeks, probably still do it just in case it's over, completely over.
And if they want to keep the social distancing going for even a couple of more years.
Yeah.
I don't think I would even be opposed if they want to do that. But I don't think it'll be as necessary. What about... Now, this year, we did not see at all Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, the Girl Bunny,
the cat, Tweety Bird,
the Foghorn Leghorn, Sylvester. They were nowhere to be found.
They die.
I don't know what happened to them, and I understand they don't want, due to these times, kids running up and hugging on them, but once the pandemic is over, should they return at least in some capacity? I don't understand why they haven't returned already. They could be off in the grass, behind a fence, waving at people. They can still get pictures. That's what they do at Disney World. Why were the characters not out this year? Any idea? I don't understand. But I think once they are deemed safe, even if they want to wait a while for, people snuggling up on them, taking pictures, they can still be behind either a screen or, a window or a kind of off in an area with like a 6 feet barrier, and you can take a picture in front of them going, They need to do that because the kids love them. I love them. Now, this one, drink refills. For years, I was begging them to let us refill ourselves if you have the refillable mugs, because it takes forever sometimes, especially if it's busy. They don't ever have those refill stations open. If it's crowded, they don't seem to know how to handle it. Some people, all they want is a refill. They don't want to stand in line for regular food ordering. And it seemed like the refills just take forever. So finally, like 3 years ago, they put the self-serve up in several places where you can just go up and do it, and it was great. Well, then with COVID, it's all gone. You can't do that anymore. When COVID is over, the pandemic is over, I hope and pray we can go back to self-serve refills. It just takes so much time to not do it that way, and hopefully... It takes a while for people to get their food order too, because people are always getting drinks. They can't bring people food. So please, Six Flags, once this is over, let us refill our own drinks. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm even thinking, do we even need the refillable mugs? Can we just get cups? Because, whatever. That's a whole nother topic.
Is that like at Kentucky Kingdom?
Just
where they have those little cups?
Yeah, those are all free because... lugging around those mugs all day can be kind of a pain. And then the last one, you think we'll still need to make reservations? I know they did it to reduce park capacity this year. And doing the reservations wasn't a really bad thing. The only time I could never get one was during HalloFest. Other than that, they weren't even really needed because no one was going to the park. Parks will probably be a lot more crowded this year, even when... COVID's not fully gone. Do you think we'll still have to do reservations? I think we're going to have to for the full year. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary at all anymore. I think they should be gone only if they think that there's going to be a big uptick in people, then no. But I just don't think it was even worth it this year. I mean, 99% of the days you did not need a reservation. There was nobody in the park anyway. So it's a big waste of time. But that's kind of our thoughts on how we think COVID was handled this year. I think Six Flags, and I've said this in a past vlog, I think they did a really good job enforcing the masks, spraying, cleaning stuff. The park never looked cleaner. I'm appreciative that they had pretty much almost all the rides open all year, and it went pretty smooth. But when the people start returning, I think a lot of these things can go. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Explain below. But that's it for today's Six Flags show. We hope you are having a great winter, and we'll see you at the park March 20th. May the adventure continue.
You mean 30th?
20th.
Oh yeah, it was 20th.
May the adventure continue.
Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah.